Yo, what is up, guys? So this is gonna be my match preview for Real Madrid versus Getafe match that'll take place tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern at the Alfredo Di Stefano. Um, let's get into more of this video and the lineup, the squad that Zidane has selected. So here's some bad news to continue for Real Madrid. Eder Militao is facing some muscular issues, so he is out of this game. The extent of his injury is not known. Alvaro Odriozola suffered a hamstring injury again on Saturday in the Huesca match, so he is also out of this game. So that right there, Real Madrid is losing depth. Every game they play, they are losing depth, and this is why I kind of don't. This is why I hate on Zinedine Zidane, because he made the squad weaker. So now, without those two players, even though Odriozola and Eder Militao aren't the best options, they still are in the right positions to help Real Madrid. They're backups, so we need all the backups we can get. So here are also some more injury news. Toni Kroos, who is not injured, it is because he accumulated 5 yellow cards in 5 games. He is suspended, so he will miss this game. Isco is back on the squad after overcoming his back injuries. So Dani Carvajal, Sergio Ramos, Fede Valverde, Eden Hazard, Lucas Vasquez, and Rodrigo are still out with injury. And so Real Madrid have to call up their youth team players, and here are the players that they have selected to help them out. Victor Chust, Miguel Gutierrez, Marvin Park, Sergio Arribas, and Antonio Blanco. So here is the full squad. Goalkeepers Thibaut Courtois, Andre Lunin, Diego Altub. Defenders Rafael Varane, Nacho Fernandez, Marcelo Ferland Mendy, Victor Chust, Miguel Gutierrez. Midfielders Luka Modric, Casemiro, Isco, Marvin Park, Sergio Arribas, and Antonio Blanco. And forwards Karim Benzema, Marco Asensio, Vinicius Jr., and Mariano. So here's the way that I would line up. I would have Rafael Varane, Nacho Fernandez, Marcelo for the first few minutes. Maybe give him 60 minutes to start. Give him 60 minutes to play, and then of course Ferland Mendy would be my back four. Midfielders would be Luka Modric, Casemiro, and Isco. Isco, another one where you could give him maybe 65 minutes to prove his stripes. I know that he's looking to leave at the end of this window, so maybe give him some minutes to have a showcase of his skills, maybe. So, like I said, have Luka Modric, Casemiro, and Isco be your starting three. And then, of course, the forwards, do I have to say it? I guess I have to. Karim Benzema, Marco Asensio, and Vinicius Jr. So that would be my starting lineup, guys. Alright, so this game, the Real Madrid Getafe game, is actually to make up for their their game one that they missed way back when the league started back in September. Because Real Madrid came off of the Champions League, they gave them like an extra week off to recoup and recover. So this is to make up for that. And this is another game where you're facing a team that's in the middle of the pack. So, especially with the injuries and the way that Real Madrid played against Huesca, a team that's at the bottom of the table, barely won. They had to rely on Rafael Varane to win the game. I don't know how this game is gonna turn out, guys. I really don't. I'm just gonna say this: Real Madrid it's gonna be a struggle, like it has been since Real Madrid had all these injuries, and you can only blame Zidane for this. Unfortunately, I take pleasure of blaming Zidane, but like right now he is the source of this issue. You don't weaken your squad if you're not gonna try to think of a way to make it better. It's an Don't get me wrong. I want to see what the youth guys have, but you're playing with big boys, and right now it's not the time to play your youth guys. You need to play with your squad that you have. You brought Martin Odegaard back for a reason, to give him minutes and to see what he got. You brought Luka Jovic to help you score goals, and look at what they're doing. They're actually helping out their respective squads. More on those guys later in a later video, but right now, I think Real Madrid, hate me for saying this, I said that they were going to win 2-1 last game against Huesca, because like I said, they didn't have the same squad they had the last time. So if this was a week 1 match, if they played week 1 and Real Madrid beat them soundly, I don't think that would have been the case here. So I think Real Madrid is not going to win this. I think Getafe has enough to upset Real Madrid. So I say Getafe wins 1-0. That's my score prediction. Getafe wins 1-0. This actually would probably continue to add pressure to Zidane with his little attitudes at his press game, at his pressers, either pre-game or post-game, when people ask him, why do you think you lost? Why do you think this didn't work out? Why do you think this didn't work out? He's kind of getting sick and tired of those questions, but they're honest questions. They're good questions, because all you have to say is, we got to play better. We got to play better. We got to play, well, yeah, how are you going to play better? We didn't get the expected results. We got to play better. But how? Anyways, guys, that is my scoreline prediction. That is my preview. Like I said, Real Madrid is losing depth at every position that you can think of, forcing them to bring up guys from their B squad to help out. Like I said, I would like to see like a Marcelo and Isco just showcase their skills. Give them like 60 or 65 minutes, maybe even 70 minutes, and then replace them. Try to think of a strategy. Zidane, as much crap as I give you, you actually found a way to actually shut down the game last week when you finally got the lead. You made it into a 3-5-2 formation. So it wasn't all that bad. So make adjustments accordingly when you need to. So that is my preview, guys. Real Madrid loses this one, adding more pressure to Zidane. Even though it's already given that he's going to finish the season. But I say get him out now. Get him out now. And this loss would probably continue to force Florentino Perez's hands to get rid of Zidane sooner rather than later. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think Real Madrid are going to lose this game 1-0? Do you guys agree with me? Disagree? Let me know. Do you think that Zidane messed up with getting rid of players that they shouldn't have gotten rid of due to the situation where we're relying on on the B squad players now? Let me know. Anyways, alrighty guys, that'll do it for this video. Until then, if you're new with me and you like what you hear, subscribe to my channel, share this video, turn on post notifications, comment, leave me a like. Until then, guys, keep it real. I will see you guys next time. Peace.